Welcome. Today I'll be going over some sustainable fashion tips, or really more a sustainable philosophy to consider, while showing you a few of the items I've purchased. Everything shown will be from Depop and the Real, but I have a few recommendations for you outside of that, including Etsy, eBay, ThredUp, Poshmark, Mercari, Vinted, and the Gem app. Despite where I'm shopping or what I'm shopping for, I consider this criteria: utility, cost, fit, design, quality, and most importantly, ethics. When I say utility, I'm referring to the colors. For example, if I had no sandals, I'd begin with a pair that is neutral, a color, and then maybe a print before venturing into other types of sandals. Utility also speaks to the occasions you'll be able to wear said item, which then segues into the movement of an item. You won't wear your highest pair of heels to go to the club because you intend on dancing. Think of it like that. When and where will you be wearing these items? This isn't determined by other people, but more yourself. I know I prioritize effortlessness and comfort at my core, so certain things will not wear. I'm not in the business of spending money to waste it, and neither should you. Sit with yourself and work with what you currently have. Learn who you are and in turn how you'd like to clothe yourself. You have allegiance to no brand. You aren't legally bound by a contract, and you really shouldn't be emotionally tied to any brand either. They aren't concerned with you, art, or self-expression. They are concerned with profits. I understand having go-to brands that suit your style or brands that you may aspire toward, but I challenge you to operate outside of that. I often search for silk, leather, and cotton before brand names. You will need to know your size, which is likely not a set number but your actual measurements. These measurements need not be shared with anyone but your tailor. Don't just imagine an outfit, try it on. Change and accessorize until you're satisfied. Dress yourself and note likes and dislikes. Learn silhouettes and colors that you enjoy. This simplifies the search and solidifies your personal style. Avoid copying and strive to create something that is more personal. The process of searching is often inspiring in itself. You cannot imagine what is out there waiting to be discovered by you, especially if you're accustomed to the low quality and high volume releases that have become the norm. Marketing preys upon your feelings of inadequacy. You don't need to own every item, nor do you need to be governed by trends. With thoughtful shopping practices, you can curate something truly timeless with endless options. Archive and vintage designer is popular, but not worth it if you ask me, which you did because you're here. Sizing is limited, and eager resellers overcharge for items that aren't in good condition. Endlessly purchasing pieces, regardless of the price point, will add up and you will still have nothing to wear. Why? Because you were thoughtless. Purchase what you truly enjoy and will wear that has not been produced with sweatshop labor. Don't get duped into buying luxury purses with loose threads or vinyl instead of leather. Not worth it from every single angle. And never in your life buy designer jewelry unless you like announcing to people you love waste money. Once you own the clothes, keep in mind you'll need to care for it. Washing practices like fabric softeners, scalding hot water, and extreme drying are not necessary and harm the lifeline of your clothing. Now think further. What happens to the clothes when we are finished with them? You graciously donate to Goodwill and someone else buys it? Not quite. Much of it ends up in places like Ghana or Kenya. From there, they may be resold, but oftentimes becomes waste in dumps and on beaches and so on. Be sure to support new, small, and more ethical brands as well, because you're ensuring the clothes will be cared for as an extension of your style, as opposed to a fad that you will never revisit or repair once it inevitably becomes damaged. Who benefits from uninformed shopping habits? The executives or shareholders and their livelihoods? The influencers or sales associates that receive commission, PR packages, and various other perks? Maybe it's the onlookers who will see that you are up to date and presumably moneyed. Certainly it's not workers, of many which are women and children, who are relegated to inhuman working conditions. If you find an item you love, fits well, and is within your budget, then get it. These parameters may seem challenging at first, but trust that it is not necessary to overspend or consume voraciously, especially in such a bad market. Y'all, please, let's do better in solidarity with workers globally, our environment, and my eyes, because God see, I know I'm tired of the bad outfit them. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.